everyone. In this series of Docplexus KOL interviews, we have with us Dr. Om Lakhani, an eminent endocrinologist with over 9 years of experience in the fields of diabetes and metabolism. Today's topic of discussion is essential aspects of successful insulin therapy, its dosing, titration, storage, and transport. Shall we begin, Doctor?
Sure.
Dr. Om, firstly, please elaborate about the most frequently prescribed insulin treatments.
Okay, so basically there are two forms of insulin treatment, right? One is the conventional insulin and the second what is known as multi-dose insulin or basal bolus insulin. Now, basal bolus insulin requires 4 shots of insulin a day, right? It is a little bit more complex, but patients with type 1 diabetes or patients with higher insulin requirement or certain special types of patients require multi-dose insulin. The more conventional common form of insulin are also 2 types. One is a single dose of insulin a day, which is known as a basal insulin, which is prescribed along with oral antidiabetics. The second type of insulin is premix insulin, which is generally given twice or sometimes 3 times a day, which is again prescribed with oral antidiabetics. And these are typical regimes that you use in type 2 diabetes patients.
Considering the ultimate goal of any insulin treatment, that is, would you please elaborate us about the doses and titration, particularly in a hypoglycemic patient?
Okay, so basically, if you see any manufacturer's recommendation, generally manufacturers recommend a starting dose of about 10 units of insulin. One of the major challenges in India is how do you upscale that? How do you titrate that to achieve a target insulin dose, right? So typically we ask the patients to increase the dose by 2 to 4 units till a target is achieved. Typically we target a fasting sugar of ranging from 90 to 140 milligram per deciliter. Now that increase of insulin is known as titration. That can be done in various ways. We can give it in a writing to the patient that so and so sugar, you take so and so insulin. The second way is what we typically use is using technology, that is WhatsApp, for example. Ask the patient to send their sugars by WhatsApp, and based on that, we recommend the dose of insulin, whether increase or decrease, to titrate it. So technology has solved this problem to an extent, but what we also need is a bit of motivation and coaching, which the patients require, which can be done in the initial consultation.
Okay. Moving ahead, Doctor, when there is a need of intensive management of insulin in case of diabetic patients, what pattern of titration would you recommend that we should be following?
Okay, so when we talk about intensive management, these are typical type 1 diabetic patients who often require 4 shots of insulin a day. As you can see, any machine, if it has more moving parts, there are more chances of things going wrong, right? So in the same way, a type 1 patient who requires 4 shots or maybe 5 shots of insulin a day, there are more chances of problems happening. So what we typically do is we keep the patient in a constant loop, right? So we ask the patients to check sugar more frequently. A typical type 2 diabetic checks his sugars once a day maybe, but a type 1 diabetic checks his or her sugar 4 to 5 times a day, right? So we give them a chart, we ask them to fill it up daily and again send it over by WhatsApp, and based on that we plan the regime for the next day so the patient can go ahead with that. Now once that titration is an initial period which requires about 15 days to a month. Once that is set and once we know the pattern, then after that we can again give recommendations to the patient that they can adjust the doses on their own. For that we teach the patient something known as carb counting. So they can titrate the dose of insulin based on the sugar values and the content of food they are going to eat. So this is how we go about it.
Okay. Moving ahead, Dr. Om, would you like to elaborate on any case-based experiences of optimum dosing of insulin?
Yeah. So, every single day, for example, let's say yesterday we saw a patient, who is 35, who has an HbA1c of 11, who is losing weight constantly, who is, experiencing symptoms of polyuria, polydipsia. So that patient is an ideal candidate to be started on insulin, right? So what we typically do is, what the formula which we use is that fasting sugar minus 50 divided by 10 is what we generally recommend as a starting dose. It sometimes may be higher than 10 units, which is recommended by manufacturer. So for example, let's say this patient had fasting sugar close to 200. We started with about 14 to 15 units of insulin, right? So we started once a day, rice or deck insulin, which was given before dinner. Now we ask the patient that you inform your fasting sugar every morning to me by WhatsApp. Based on that, we'll increase or decrease the dose of insulin depending on the requirement. So today morning, his his sugar value was around 160. Now my target is 90 to 140, right? So we started with, let's say, 16 units, we increased to 18 units, right? Now again, he'll inform me the sugar again tomorrow. We'll see the sugar. Based on that, we'll recommend any dose changes, right?
Okay.
So we do that process till the patient's fasting sugar is stable. And for 3 consecutive days, the sugar is between 90 to 140. So at that point of time, the patient's dose is then fixed, right?
Okay.
Then we call the patient back and then we do any further process.
All right. Lastly, doctor, any key take-home message would you like to share with our community?
Yeah. So I think one very important issue is that insulin is initiated very late. So there is a reluctance at the level of patients, but there is a higher reluctance at the level of doctors, which I believe is a problem. So any patient who comes with history of weight loss, who probably are thinking might be having type 1 diabetes, who is having, symptomatic hyperglycemia, that is polyuria, polydipsia, whose HbA1c is 10, who has random sugars going more than 300, who probably has, already taking 2 or 3 antidiabetics, that patient should be put on insulin, right? It would be unwise to not give him insulin, him or her insulin, right? So the physician should, cross their barrier of insulin use. The insulin use should be much earlier. Again, once you start the insulin, the regime should be as simple as possible for the patient to understand. Don't start very complex regimes which patients have very difficulty in understanding, very difficulty in taking it. Start with a simple single dose of insulin, right? Titrate it, adjust it. Some patients may require higher doses, some patients may require more than 1 shots of insulin, but start with 1, go ahead and then gradually increase if required, right? That's the take-home message.
Well, that was very valuable information. Thank you, Dr. Om
Thank
Lakhani,
you.
for your valuable time.
Thank you so much.